She wants a baby. I feel like she's saying she wants a baby within the next 3 years. She wants a kid. Well, are they sleeping together? Well, it could be artificial, but she wants a kid. She wants a kid. And she feels like he's a good friend. He's a good friend. I remember the last time when in the last video, I'm going to keep referencing it because it is a very good video. In the last video, what I was seeing from her is that she wants that fairy tale husband and wife and whatever. It's not really for her, but this is what she wants. That's the image that she wants for herself. And part of it has to do with her family, where she feels like her parents, they just weren't a good match. So she wants to be that family that she never had. All right, guys, so let's get into Taylor Swift. I have an extensive video on her from, like, I think maybe two or 3 years ago. It's actually one of my favorite videos that I've done, because I'm not a fan of Taylor. I don't hate her or anything, but I'm not a fan of her. But that reading it showed me her sensitive side. And I've been not necessarily a fan of hers since I did that reading, but, you know, just not as critical. I mean, I have my own biases, of course, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm a human as well. But I have a reading on her from a couple of years ago. I think it was 2020. It could have been 2023. I don't remember. So there's a reading of her on my channel already. I go into her childhood. I go into her personality, her career, blah, blah, blah. I think I even talked about Travis maybe. So maybe it was 2023. So I see that a lot of people have asked questions about what her personality is like. So I will go over that briefly, but I will not spend as much time on it as I did in the initial reading. What I will do is I'll just put a link somewhere, like in there, because I'm posting this on YouTube. I will put a link somewhere so you can watch that video first if you want to and get something that's more in-depth, because I feel like I did maybe like 3 hours on her, to be quite honest, and she doesn't need any more from me. Ooh. Ah! Yikes. Yikes on bikes. Is this an answer to her true personality? No, well, they're saying yes. Listen, I see exactly what they're saying. So again, like I told you guys, I already did an extensive reading on her like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, I already did an extensive reading on her. I feel like that's it's one of my best celebrity readings on YouTube, at least. So this is just going to be more of like a follow-up / update on her relationship with Travis, as well as what's happening with the Justin Baldoni case. Spirit is giving a very clear answer here. So in that previous reading, they showed me that she's a narcissist. That's what they showed me. And that, you know, it's not her fault. Like, it feels like her parents didn't pay too much attention to her when she was quite young. And that her mother, I think in that reading, I think it says something like her mother may have had mental issues or something. And she was a witness to a lot of negative things that happened with her parents. So what they're saying is that, so this is kind of the personality she wants to show to the public, of being like, oh, I put my friends first. I'm so positive. I'm so happy. I'm so this, I'm so that. So this is the personality she wants to show to the public. What they're saying here is that this trial, or this case, this court case, whatever, because I'm not exactly sure if it's going to end up in a trial in the long run. They're saying y'all going to see what her personality is really like. And again, I know that there are some Taylor Swift fans who are watching this now live and who are going to watch it on YouTube, but they have regularly given me this energy for her, that she is a narcissist. I'm sorry, guys, my grandma. Like, why do people always call me when I'm live? She's a narcissist. She is. And they're saying that quite soon, like within a couple of months, again, there's going to be information coming out about her regarding this case where people are really going to see, wow, that's what she's like. That's what she's like. And I asked them, I was like, okay, so is this her personality, or are you talking about the case? I was like, no, we're talking about her personality. Like she's gifted. She can manifest things really well. She has command over her career. So it's not like she has people who are pressuring her from up top, but it's like people are going to see that, well, she's quite manipulative. She's pretty manipulative. And she's not going to like that that's out there. So do you guys have anything else to say? Because this really is a follow-up to the original reading. Do you have anything else to say about her real personality? Yeah, she loves money. She loves money. Nothing wrong with that. I love money too, girl. She loves money. And she will fight people over every little nickel and dime. Again, nothing wrong with that. Not in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like there's going to be another issue here where she's going to be arguing over money. And here, look at her. She's afraid of her star fading. Like, this is quite literal. She's afraid of not being liked, of people being disappointed in her. She's afraid of that. Very afraid of it. Justin Baldoni hasn't come up. I feel like, what's Scooter Braun? Is that Scooter Braun? No, it's not him. There's someone else she's going to be arguing with about payment, or about fees. I wonder if that's going to be public. Yeah, it's going to be public. It'll become public. Okay. Alrighty, so that's her personality. So let's ask about her relationship with her father. He's a Libra. So let's see, Taylor Swift and her relationship with her father. Let's look at both her parents. I felt more like her mom was like a big issue. It's coming back to me. It felt more like her mom was someone who threatened to leave often. Yeah, I'm remembering her reading now. Okay, let's see. So Taylor Swift, let me get these cards out. She likes these cards. I noticed. Taylor, and again, I've done this in her previous reading, but I can ask it really quickly. Taylor Swift, when you were younger, what was your relationship like with your father? When you were younger, what was your relationship like with your mother? See? It's coming again. It's the same thing. So it's not necessarily that she was like super tight with her dad, but it feels like her relationship with her father was like significantly better compared to the relationship with her mother here, where it just feels like sometimes her mom was emotionally checked out. And then often, so this is mom right here, and often she would threaten to leave. I mean, it feels like there were times where she literally left the home. And then other times, but she would just threaten to just go. So I feel like she may have had some mental issues or something like that. I think someone may have confirmed that at some point. But yeah, it feels like she could have had some mental issues, and there were times where she just had to go. She had to dip for her own health. And in terms of her father, it looks like the dad is manipulative as well, but she gets that side from both of her parents. I mean, it's normal for a child to develop that way when they have a strained relationship with the parents and they feel like they have to be one way with one and another way with the other. So they learn how to play parents off of each other. And it looks like her dad, like he would give her things financially to make up for things that she lost. And it feels like he was more of a friend to her than an actual father. And then she has a mom who's like, struggling mentally and just gone every once in a while. So yeah, I feel like she had a pretty lonely childhood. What were you like as a kid, Taylor? See, look at her parents. Look at her. Cut it out. Stop it. Sorry about that. These are her parents. Cold people. Cold people. This is the father and mother of swords. They're quite cold. And then this is her. I've gotten this for Prince Harry. I remember this. I've gotten this for Prince Harry. No. Sir. What? What? I've gotten this for Prince Harry as well as Charles, where someone pretends quite a bit when they're younger to escape the reality that they're facing, basically. And it feels like what she would do is she would pretend that she was in a happy home. Is she an only child or something like that? Because it feels like she actually wanted more siblings. So I don't know. Does she have like a bunch of siblings or something? Like it feels like she would pretend that she was in a happy home. You know, someone mentioned on YouTube that my cat starts to meow really crazy when I'm reading on Taylor Swift. Okay. Okay, so I think you guys want to know more about her relationship with Travis. Why is Taylor dating Travis? So let's just jump into Travis. So first, well, this is all gonna jumble in. So I think someone wanted to know if they start off as PR. Like, to me, I got that. But again, let's just ask all these questions now. Okay, Taylor. Let's look at the current energy of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. What's the energy together? Yeah, it started off as PR, guys. Yeah, it's PR. But I will ask the rest of your questions. So I asked, is this a PR relationship? Yes. Yeah, it's a PR relationship. And again, they're saying, because I'm remembering this now, is that it feels like he may have been the one to reach out to her team, because I feel like he really wants to be famous. So yeah, it did start off as PR. They're quite decent friends, to be honest, and they do have a good time together. So it's not like it's PR, so they can never love each other or anything. No, it feels like they have a great time together. But yes, it's PR. They're just like, at this point, it's both. But yeah, it started off as PR mostly to elevate his status. He wanted to elevate his status. I don't think that her team reached out to him. His team reached out to her and made the proposal. His team made the proposal. In terms of their current relationship now, I heard, be careful what you ask for. That's what I heard from that. Like, basically, they're both getting what each other wants out of this relationship. So look again here. They are getting what each other wants out of this relationship, but I feel like they have pretty strong personality clashes, quite strong personality clashes. Whether they're together or not right now, yeah-ish. I mean, they go periods of just not really speaking to each other that much. And again, they're just like, we're work colleagues, we're work friends, you know, so like together, we have to qualify that question. The question needs to be qualified. I actually saw that there's a potential for them to have a baby together. I've seen that from the very beginning, that they may have a baby. I don't know about marriage, but maybe a baby. Okay, so it is PR. Let's see. Do they love, well, I mean, the PR is there. So let's see. Why is Taylor dating Travis? Why is Taylor Swift dating Travis? Oh, she wants a baby, guys. She wants a baby. I feel like she's saying she wants a baby within the next 3 years. She wants a kid. Well, are they sleeping together? Well, it could be artificial, but she wants a kid. She wants a kid. And she feels like he's a good friend. He's a good friend. I remember the last time when in the last video, I'm going to keep referencing it because it is a very good video. In the last video, what I was seeing from her is that she wants that fairy tale husband and wife and whatever. Is not really for her, but this is what she wants. That's the image that she wants for herself. And part of it has to do with her family, where she feels like her parents, they just weren't a good match. So she wants to be that family that she never had. She wants a baby. She wants a baby. Sir, calm your tits, man. What? Like, she wants a baby. The Rocky and Rihanna family plan? Yeah, basically. Rihanna actually does love ASAP, though. She does love him. Sadly, she does love him. Despite me not being too much of a Rihanna fan, she actually is a loving, like in relationships, she is a loving person. She puts her all into relationships. He doesn't, unfortunately. Yeah, Perry's very, I mean, he was not this vocal when we were doing the personal readings, but now I'm reading on Taylor. He's just like, get this bitch out of here. Okay, so Taylor, why are you really dating Travis? She doesn't want people calling her a lesbian. She doesn't want people calling her lesbian. It feels like there actually is a woman here. There's a woman here who has something to say about her sexuality. And I wonder if this lady was going to speak out. Like she was threatening to speak out, to tell the truth or whatever. And Taylor's just like, okay, you know what? This guy is reaching out to me, so let's do it. Let's do it. So she's trying to defend lesbian tease. She's trying to defend lesbian tease. She does want a baby, though. She does want a baby. Girl, she needs to come out. Does she not realize how many more freaking fans she would have if she came out? Like, really? No, it would damage her reputation, though. It would. Come out as bi. It's okay. Come out as bi. Okay. And Travis, well, we already know, but why is Travis dating Taylor Swift? Travis is on all kinds of drugs, guys. He's on all kinds of drugs. He spends money. His energy is so gross to me. Like her original reading is coming back. He's just, I don't like him. I don't like him. And I typically love Libras. I don't like him. He's dating her for the fame. Shows here. He wants his name all over the press. He's in football, right? He wants to be much more than a football player. He wants to be like LeBron famous, Michael Jordan famous. What's that other, Tom Hardy famous? He wants to be famous, not just professionally. He wants to be famous. I feel like he has a lot of addiction, sex addiction. I wonder if he gambles. No, he doesn't gamble. He could, but I don't think he has a gambling addiction. His energy is gross to me. Okay. Don't come over here after you just pooped, man. Back it up. Back it up. Okay. I don't like his energy. I actually feel it here in my gut that he has some attachments. And this is actually something that I see in my readings, and it's been coming up more and more often where I can feel the attachment on people is I don't know how old some of you are who are watching this, is when people get into like alcohol dependency, drug dependency, whether it's illicit or pharmaceutical, you do make yourself vulnerable to more negative energies to come and attach onto you when you're in a weakened state. And I see it all the time. Like, I'm not going to call it demonic, okay? I'll just call it like negative energies, where I can see that a person is getting deeper and deeper into the addiction, and then I can feel that negative energy on them. So part of it is themselves as a human being who's like slipping deeply into darkness, but the other part is like there's like an energetic thing on them. Sometimes it can be demonic, sometimes it can be really strong that like leads them to destroy themselves, but sometimes it's just like negative energy, and I see it and I can feel it. And there have been times where I've had private readings with people, and they could be dealing with folks who are getting into that stuff, or they're deep into it, and I can feel that thing on them telling me to like it's saying back off, don't read on me. I can feel the attack from this, whatever these things are. He's getting that. He's getting there. He's getting there. I don't like reading on him. It's not that strong. I feel it here, but when I start to feel it there, ooh, that person's in trouble. So he's getting there. He has issues. I don't like his energy, and I don't like whatever the fuck it is that's around him. You know, let me ask this, Travis. He has interesting. And sometimes people can have a psychic ability. They don't understand what's happening to them, so they use drugs and alcohol to dull out whatever it is that they're experiencing. He could be one of those people. Look at him. Look at his energy. Like, it's so unhealthy. It's so unhealthy. And they are saying, like, this actually could be medication. Like medication that he's abusing. Look at him, he's going back in there. This could be medication that he's abusing. Yeah, he likes to party. He also likes his women. Taylor is not his type. She's not his type energy wise. So they're saying that he cleans. Oh shoot, I'm picking up so many cards. My bad. He cleans up for his job. He knows how to moderate it when he's in season, so he does clean up for his job. But when he's off, he's partying, literally and figuratively. He's partying. Taylor's not his type. She's not his type at all. She's not his type. He likes more. I hate to say this, but he likes softer women, more feminine women, more nurturing women. Taylor's not really that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a Sagittarius as well. I'm not the feminine type, or the nurturing type, I should say. But she's not his type, not really. He dips and dabbles with his type. He's not a faithful guy. Okay. Do they love one another? Travis, do you love Taylor? I heard no so damn strongly. Taylor, do you love Travis? She's interesting. She's interesting. I think I've seen before that being with him, she's spending a lot more money than she usually would. It's not necessarily love for him, but it feels like a friendship, like a pretty strong friendship. So it's not love for him. It's not love for him. And for her, the feeling I get from her is like, you know, this makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. She is actually worried about this love aspect. Funny enough. No, it doesn't feel like they love one another in like a passionate romantic way. It just makes sense. Let me get these out. I don't think I used this deck on them at the time. I may not have even had this deck, honestly. It's Travis. Ooh, I heard the name Rebecca. See, look, he's Travis is good for a fun time, not a long time. You know what? What's interesting about this is she's more committed to him than he is to her. Again, I'm going to bring this up because there was someone on my YouTube thing who was saying something about like Sagittarian women or whatever, or Sagittarian people. People should be careful about making blanket statements about a sun sign. She's definitely a bit more into him than he is into her. Again, it's not really love. It's just more like I've decided to do this, so it is what it is. It is what it is. This is one of my favorite cards, by the way. I love seeing this card. Get down. I love seeing this card. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure if they're going to make it. I feel like there's a potential for them to have a child there, but I don't know about getting married and all this stuff. And as for him, like, he's kind of seeing her as like a gravy train almost. Like, I'm not getting ASAP Rocky, you be my sugar mama tease. I'm not exactly getting that, but he's seeing her as a bit of a gravy train. And he's just like, you know, we're having a good time. Like, that's that. We're having a good time. Like, he's not he's not with it. He's not with it, Taylor. He's not with it. This dude is bad news. It's bad news. Ma'am, hitch your wagon to a different star. Does she know about it? She's not stranger to drugs. None of them are. Does Taylor know about Travis's drug habit? She's being careful. You know, the last time I read on it, I'm pretty sure it was 2023. It felt like she was getting into the habit with him. This time though, 2 years later, she's being quite careful about it. Maybe that's why I saw that she was spending a lot of her money with him on like drugs or whatever, partying and all this stuff. But she's cautious around it. So she knows that he has like an issue, you know? But she's quite cautious around it. She's cautious. She has a chronic cherry nose. Does Taylor, oh, let me get their picture back. Does Taylor want to marry Travis? He's not faithful. Does Travis want to marry Taylor? He's a fucking mess. He's a menace. I don't like him. I don't like him. She would. Again, the feeling that I get from them, like, it's not like sunshine and rainbows. Oh, he's my soulmate. He's whatever. Like, it just feels like something that makes sense. Like, yeah, I could have a kid with him. Yeah, we look good together in the public. Yeah, you know, like, that's what it feels like to me. So it looks like she would, but she's sort of like, he wouldn't be faithful. So kind of what would be the point of being married? So she would, but like, he's a habitual line stepper. I don't, girl, why? And when I asked him, would he marry her? If there's something for him to gain from marrying her, yes, he would. Look at his energy, guys. I hate his energy. Look at it. Look at it. He would marry her if there's something for him to gain. He would. I hate this for you, ma'am. Again, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I don't like to see this type of stuff. I don't like to see it. Like, it feels like her intuition is telling her that this is not a smart move, but she's going through with it just because it looks good. It looks good. And it's like she has something to prove as well. It's like, girl, just come out. Just come out. Not too many people are going to care. Like, the fans that she'll gain from just coming out, it will equal out whoever it is that she lost. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Let me ask that again. Does Taylor want to marry Travis? I still feel strongly. It feels stronger for a baby more than an actual marriage. So here, she's just like, I would marry him, but what about the legalities of things? What about a prenup? What about the money? What about him stepping out? What about this? What about that? And for him, like, he knows himself. He's just like, no, I'm going to cheat. We could have a family together, but I'm going to cheat. I'm gonna be distant, I'm gonna be away, so like we can have a kid, but you know, like I don't know about marriage. If it benefits him, he would get married. And for her, if it makes sense with her finances, she would get married. But it doesn't feel like a, yeah, let's meet me at the altar, you know? So I don't know, this is making me sad. Okay. So someone wants to, okay, so what does Taylor want more, love, marriage, or I've seen the baby thing, but I'll answer it. What does Taylor want more, love and marriage, or a baby? I feel like she you know, she'd rather be a single mom. So here's her energy for love and marriage. It's like, what is that? That's the Sagittarian. What is that? But in terms of a baby, she was like, yeah, I think I could be a single mom. I could be a single mom. Many men are like that. They'll give you a baby, but not commitment, just to keep you around. I don't even know if it's about keeping the person around, to be honest. To be quite honest. Are Taylor and Travis still together? Are Taylor and Travis Kelce still together? It's not the best energy between them. She wants a baby, dude. She wants a baby. She's afraid. She's definitely afraid. Quite fearful. Are Taylor and Travis still together? Yeah, more or less. But again, we have to define together, because it's a PR relationship. You know, they enjoy each other. Wait, hold on. Yeah, they're having sexual relations. Yeah, she's not his type though. I mean, he's not her type either. They're having sexual relations. Again, it's not the best dynamic between those two. So like, we really have to qualify what does together mean, because it's mostly PR. They're good friends. They're good friends. They're friends, but it's mostly PR. But like, there's this question of pregnancy here. So I wonder, is she pregnant right now? Is Taylor pregnant right now? No, she's not pregnant right now. But you know what? If they stick together for at least another 6 months, she could be. She could be. Yeah, their energy is weird. Cause like, you have to define together for a PR couple. They're speaking to each other. There's that. But I feel like he's just like, he does his own thing. But even for like athletes who are in like real relationships, I feel like they cheat all the time anyway. He does his own thing. And I think I saw 2 years ago that he's going to be getting back together with an ex, like hooking up with this person, or at least trying to hook up with this person. I don't know if it's that Kayla lady. I don't know if it's her. It could be someone else. But he's not a faithful guy. I am probably going to receive some hate from her fans, because some of y'all really like my other readings, but when it comes to your faves, you forget that I'm accurate in general. But I don't like the energy of this relationship. I don't like it. He's not it. He's not it. He's more trouble than he's worth, I think. And I feel like she's gonna regret being with this dude. Okay, has someone done root work on Travis? Has someone done root work on Travis? That's random. Has someone done root work on Travis? She wants to move on to talking about this case. Has someone done any root work on Travis? Oh, she's not in a good place. Okay, they're not answering that question. She wants to talk about what's going on with her. Listen, she has an alcohol problem, guys. She has an alcohol problem. This is her. This is the addiction. This is the alcohol. Maybe pills as well. I usually see this as an alcohol pills combination. She has an alcohol issue. She has an alcohol issue. Guys, this reading is depressing. I don't remember her cards being this dark the first time I read on them. I don't remember it. But I do remember saying that she's going to regret being with this guy. Actually, let's ask about Beyonce first, because that's like really random. What does Taylor think about Beyonce comparisons? What does Taylor Swift think about the Beyonce comparisons? She doesn't like them, surprisingly enough. She doesn't like them. And you know what? She feels like people do it to undermine her. Let me show you. Oops, sorry about that. Let me show you these initial cards. She doesn't like it. Yeah, she does not like the Beyonce comparisons, and she's very careful about how she responds to them. But she's in competition with Beyonce, so that's part of it. But she also feels like people sometimes use Beyonce comparisons to undermine her. But it also feels like she can kind of like use them as well to undermine Beyonce. She's very competitive, but like a lot of these top women are competitive. I get that competitive card for Beyonce. I get it for, I've received it for Doja Cat, for Nicki Minaj. The ones on top, they're very, that's just how it is. That's how it is. And Katy Perry as well. Okay, Taylor, how do you feel about Beyonce as a person? Ew, I heard that in Trump's voice. Beyonce. Oh, Trump, leave me alone. I haven't done a reading on him in a long time. I don't plan on doing anymore. How does Taylor feel? It's fine. I mean, I see respect here. Yeah, she kind of sees herself as the future, like the future Beyonce. She doesn't feel like she's there yet, but she sees herself as the future Beyonce, and she's low-key waiting for Beyonce to retire so that she can take that spot. But in terms of how she feels about Beyonce as like a person in the industry, lots of respect there. She respects her drive, her hustle. She's just like, you know, she's so powerful. She's enigmatic, all this stuff. So like, no, I mean, she respects Beyonce as a person, but she sees herself as the future. I'm the future. Why are y'all laughing? Listen, I mean, again, I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, but she holds her own. She holds her own. Finances wise, at least. She needs to get out of here with that mess. Like, I don't necessarily see her being a pop culture diva, but in terms of the money she brings in, yes. No. She's a powerhouse. She is. And I don't really see her Taylor's star fading, but like I said in one of the Baldoni videos that I put out there, I do see people side-eyeing her after some of this information comes out about how she really is because of this case. I don't see her fame fading. I don't see her falling out like Cardi B has. I don't see that for her, but I see people like the general public being like, she's not as nice as she says she is, you know? They're not going to completely turn on her. They never will. I wonder what's special about Taylor. I never get it. Well, listen, I mean, there's some people who don't see what's special about Beyonce, you know? Not everyone is for everyone. I can see why a specific type of woman would really like the image that Taylor puts out. I can see it. I was actually thinking of her song Wildest Dreams yesterday randomly, and how like just that image of romance, carefree, dreamy, like that speaks to a lot of women. It does. Even though that video was on some colonizer shit. But it speaks to a lot of women. It does. And also her being normal, that's refreshing to a lot of women. Okay, so let's move on to the case. Okay, so let's get a picture of Taylor, Blake. Oh, Amy Winehouse, Taylor, Blake. Blake, I love you, Blake. I was thinking about her a couple of weeks ago, Amy Winehouse. Okay, Taylor. Cardi has been crashing out. She's always crashing out. I know exactly where I was when Amy Winehouse passed away. I was on a cruise in Chicago with some friends. And one of them, little asshole, he was making fun of it. Of her death. Okay, Taylor. What's going on with you now? How do you feel about Blake? Taylor, how do you feel about Blake Lively? She's unhappy. Okay, here she is. She's unhappy. Taylor, how do you feel about Ryan Reynolds? Oof. 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 I saw this in Ryan Reynolds reading. She kept popping up, and I was probably picking up on that subpoena happening before it actually happened. She's not happy with Ryan. She's not happy with Ryan at all. There may be some communication that she had with him that she thought was quite friendly. That communication, I feel like if they end up going to trial, because I feel strongly that eventually it's probably going to be settled. But if they actually end up going to trial, it's like whatever messages that she sent back and forth to Ryan specifically, it's going to be quite damaging. She's worried about it. And it's almost like she's just like, you know what, like we're so close, we were like family, like don't do this, da 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 da. Like it feels like that's kind of the conversations that she and Ryan were having together. As for how she feels about this case, so she usually shows up as King of Wands, by the way. She's not happy about it. She's not happy about it. And she's hoping that in the long run something changes about this case so that she won't have to show up. She's not happy. So how do you feel about Blake? What's going on between you and Blake right now? It doesn't feel like they're broken up as friends just yet. They actually did have a really, they did have a really great friendship. I know I saw that in the first reading that I did earlier this year. I think it was the very first reading that I did this year. They do actually have a really great friendship, but it feels like it's almost like she's waiting for, so this is her contemplating leaving this friendship, leaving it behind, but it's like she's sort of waiting for the outcome of this case to see what to do with this friend, with her friendship with Blake. It's actually like a good friendship for her. It's really good. But she's just like, girl, what's happening here? What's going on? And again, she's way more involved than her fans think she is. She's much more involved. I saw it, that this was planned between Blake, Colleen, the writer, and Taylor to take over Justin's project. It was planned. It was planned by those three. She's more involved. Okay, so Taylor, how do you feel now that you've been subpoenaed on this case? Oh, here's the case. She's deciding. This part is between her and Ryan. So here's the case. And that's what she gets. Here's the case. And this is her deciding between her friend, like keeping her friend. I wonder what this is about. Keeping her friend versus Ryan, working with Ryan. So she's actually knee deep in this case, guys. Like, I feel like her fans need to step back on defending, because they're going to be shocked by how deep she actually is with this thing. Huh. She's not really talking about, let me get this card that fell. She's not really talking about Justin. She's not even really talking about Blake. She's talking about Ryan. So what is the relationship between you and Ryan Reynolds? Oh, well, there's Blake. Blake is in the house. Blake is in the house. And then there's, wow. Yeah, Blake knows that she made a mistake. She knows she made a mistake. Look at this. This is Blake here, Miss Virgo, right? And then here, like, she's waiting for Taylor to contact her. She's waiting for Taylor to contact her. She doesn't, Blake is waiting for Taylor to contact her. She doesn't exactly know, how is this going to turn out? We haven't spoken in a while. Are you going to contact me? What's going on between Taylor and Ryan? People, listen, if this information comes out, oh, here's another card for her. If this information comes out, people are going to see how manipulative she is on this. She should have bought a reading from you. People are going to see how manipulative she is. She's going to try to get out of this. She's going to try to find a way where she doesn't have to show up. But from what I understand, when you're subpoenaed, you have to show up, or else you're going to be in contempt of court. But she doesn't want people to know how much power she actually does have behind the scenes. She has a lot of power, guys. She has a lot. And she's in control of her career. She doesn't really have, like, she's not like, say, Normani, where you're at the mercy of the executive, sometimes even your manager. She has managers, she has PR people, but she's in control of her career. She calls the shots in her career. And I wonder if, like, so I don't really pay attention to her, but if she has an image of, like, oh, you know, this person is trying to cheat me, this person trying to do this to me. No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. She has a lot of say in what happens in her career. And it feels like she doesn't want people to know how much control she has. She doesn't want them to know. It's like she wants to give off this image of, not necessarily of being a victim, but it's something to that effect. So, like, in the case of when things crop up, she wants people to believe that, no, this person did this to me. She doesn't want them to know how much power she has. Huh, interesting. Okay, Taylor, here's Blake. Here's Blake. They had a great relationship. I mean, it's actually a real friendship between those two. Real friends. Like, it's not necessarily, I mean, there's an element of PR, of course, but they're actually real friends. Which is sad. It's sad. So, Taylor, will you testify in this Baldoni case? Actually, Taylor, how do you feel about Justin Baldoni? I don't think I've ever asked that. How does Taylor Swift feel about Justin Baldoni? She couldn't give two shits. She's just like, I'm over this guy. I'm over him. Whatever. She's over it. You know, she's kind of telling, well, whenever they do speak, I feel like she's going to tell them, just give him money, just settle with him. Like, that's what she's going to say. Just settle. Like, just give him the money. It's my neighbor and his loud ass girlfriend. Yeah, she's gonna tell them to just settle. Like, she doesn't feel anything about Justin. Well, but how do you feel, Taylor? How do you feel about Blake, like, suing him, Justin? Oh, here's Ryan. Ryan is losing money big time. He's losing money big time. Ryan, buddy. Oh, he's another water sign going through shit. But I feel like Scorpios, they're not getting the brunt of whatever it is that's happening with water sign men. It feels more like Cancer, then Pisces, then Scorpios are getting the brunt of it. But here's Ryan. He's still holding on. He's losing so much money, guys. Like, he's losing so much money. And you know what? He may, like, again, I felt this from him more than Blake. He may offer to settle. I'm not sure if Justin is actually going to take it, but he may be like, you know what? Let's just settle this. We're losing money. We're losing like public recognition. Like, just let it go. Settle it. Okay. So, Taylor, Cancer here, and I can confirm. Cancers are going through it. Taylor, did you, there was something about her getting one of the actresses cast. Taylor, did you get an actress cast in this movie, It Ends With Us? Yo, she's like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Did Taylor actually get that one actress cast in It Ends With Us? Yo, she's ducking and dodging these questions. Look at her. She's ducking and dodging these questions. It feels like she made some suggestions. I don't think she was that, like, in terms of casting, I don't really think that she was super involved with casting. It feels more like something to say, like to put, like, it was something to put her name into it so that there could be something to talk about. So in terms of like her saying, you're going to cast this person or else, I don't see her really doing that. It does feel like she made a suggestion and they took on her suggestion because she's Taylor Swift. So I don't actually seeing her throwing her weight around in terms of casting. Feels like a suggestion and they took it. They took it. But what about the music? Because I think there's an accusation about getting rid of a composer. Did Taylor have something to do with getting rid of the original composer for this movie? Oh, yes, she did. Oh, that's the big thing. Ooh, that's the big thing. That's the big thing. So, yes, she did. Yes, she did with this composer. And look at this. This is going to be one of the things where people, like, if it goes to trial, this is going to be one of the things where people are going to be like, yo, she did that? She actually did that for real, for real? Yeah. Yeah, she had something to do with that, with the composer. Did she work closely with Blake? Did she work closely with Blake to sabotage Justin? She worked with Ryan. Did she work closely with Colleen to sabotage Justin? Ryan, for sure. Ryan, for sure. Ryan. Colleen, yes. But it feels like Colleen was manipulated as well. She was manipulated as well. Huh. Are there any more accusations on that? Damn, Justin hasn't come up at all. Like, she really sees Justin as, like, beneath her feet. She hasn't acknowledged him at all. Like, he's getting it all out there. Dragging all that litter all over the floor. Is there any, I didn't answer the question. So how does she feel about being subpoenaed as a witness in this case? Again, she's trying to find a way to just not do it. And look at her. Look at how she feels about Blake. She's just like, you should have just moved on. You should have just moved on. She's not happy. She's not happy about it. Okay, so Taylor, will Taylor actually testify as a witness for this case? Oh, look at Blake. Here's Blake here. Here's Blake. There's Blake. She may have to betray her friend to save her ass. They actually are friends, but she may betray her friend to save her ass. Will Taylor testify though? That's changeable. So again, there could be a settlement. It's changeable. That's still in flux. So people keep asking me, well, will it go to trial? Will it do this? Will it do that? And it's like, well, the trial is scheduled for May, okay? Like literally a year later, anything can happen. They're saying that it's not set in stone that it's actually going to trial. Again, from the very first time I read on this, I kept seeing the possibility of it being settled eventually. Will Ryan offer Justin Baldoni a settlement? Yeah, he will. He will. Will Blake be the one to offer the settlement to Justin? No. Blake wants more of a mediation. Will Justin accept the settlement? Yo, I don't know, guys. Okay, so here it is. Ryan, he's going to offer a settlement. He will offer a settlement. She's not really in the settlement thing. She's just like, okay, let's talk this through. Because she's thinking that she'll be able to manipulate him or change his mind or something like that. She's an idiot. Now, will Justin take it? He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. But you want to know something? His wife is going to tell him, think of our kids and our relationship. What happens if we go through this? More stuff comes out about what was happening on set and is not that flattering. What's that going to do with our kids? So I feel like his wife is going to talk to him. He doesn't want to take the settlement. He wants to go to trial and to clear his name once and for all. But she's just like, sir, if they're offering a settlement, take it. Take it. So it's not set in stone. It's not set in stone. But Ryan is definitely going to offer to settle. He will. Eventually he will. Because he's also thinking of his reputation. I'm losing money. I want to work on saving my marriage. Let's check in on Justin. Justin, what's going on with you, Justin? Justin, whoa. He has beautiful energy, guys. Very beautiful. And you know what? I may get flamed for this in the comments, or like maybe people are going to send me messages like they usually do. But Ryan he's complicated, but in terms of like as a husband, he has decent energy as a husband. He has decent energy as a husband. Oh. Let's see. Justin. What's going on with Justin Baldoni? He's good. Is he traveling a bit? Oh. He's good for the most part. I wonder if he's traveling around. But look at him and Ryan. Look at him and Ryan. So it's not even about the women anymore. It's the two dudes. It's the two dudes fighting amongst each other. He's fine. He's fine. Will Justin still get money if they go to trial? Will Justin get money from Blake and Ryan if they go to trial? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. The Blake and Ryan thing is not about the money for him. It's about clearing his name. But the New York Times thing, let's see. Will he win his New York Times case? Oh, here comes Ryan again. Ryan is going broke. Well, he's losing money. He's not going broke. Okay, so I was going to ask about the New York Times. So here's Ryan. Losing money. Here comes Ryan again. Will Justin Baldoni win his New York Times case? It feels like it. Yeah, it feels like he will. Like he'll win something. He'll win something. There I mean, it's all going to depend on what happens with the case with Blake and Ryan, but it feels like he will. Will the New York Times offer a settlement for Justin? Oh, random. Cassie is coming up randomly. Randomly, Cassie. Is she a Pisces or a Cancer? Cassie's coming up for whatever reason. Does Diddy's trial start yet? That was so random. Will the New York Times offer Justin Baldoni a settlement? Maybe. He's an Aquarius, right? Maybe. But again, they're waiting. Everyone's waiting. Cassie's Virgo. Oh, I used to see her as a Pisces. They're waiting. So a lot of this, it's going to be tied up. It depends on what's decided with the Blake and Ryan case. It depends. All right, guys. I'm done. All right, so if you ask Beyonce if she wants to be. If you guys want to follow up on these questions, just go to www.tarotbymocha.com, get a reading, blah 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 blah. Monday is all full. Tuesday is kind of getting there. I won't be doing live readings on Wednesday. I mean, I usually don't schedule them on Wednesdays anyway because I have like a full day elsewhere. Yeah, so book a reading, do whatever. Make sure your bills are paid first. I'm not encouraging you to be irresponsible. Yes. Yeah, so be responsible, blah 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 blah. But if you feel you need a reading, then go ahead and get it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, then please head over to www.tarotbymocha.com/links in the description box below. This page was created to help you find your desired reading faster. They are separated by concern, so there's love and romance, career matters, psychic forecast, and spiritual and personal development. And if you have many concerns at once, then please feel free to book a live 30-minute or 1-hour reading via phone, video, or in person if we are located in the same city. You will also be able to find a link to my Etsy store that has a limited range of readings, as well as my blog and YouTube page. And for YouTube viewers, if you would like to offer a small tip, then you have that option as well. When you are ready to book a reading, then click on the desired icon and read through the description to make sure that it fits your concern. I return readings within 7 business days, but if your concern is urgent, then I have express options that allow you to choose how quickly you want your reading to be done. If you want to book a 30-minute or 1-hour reading for the next day, then please email me ahead of time. And if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to email me. If you would like to know more information about my style and why I read the way I do, then go to the homepage where you will find a quick description about me and an option to learn more. And if you scroll further down, you will be able to sign up for my monthly newsletter. With this newsletter, you will receive 10% off your first reading, as well as monthly general predictions and shop updates, which can include discounts for new spreads and early access to my yearly readings 1 month ahead of time. And even further down, you will find testimonials from all of the clients who are happy with me. All right, lovelies, thank you so much for watching this video. Let's work together soon.